So I will be presenting my fact presentation because I cannot be there with you guys, although I miss you guys. So my fact presentation is odd one out. This strategy is one of many ways that students can get their brains working. So I would have the worksheet printed out and handed out to each student, and I have Kristen bring them for you guys, so you guys can do that. Personally, I would use this as a pre-assessment just because it'll help me to determine like what the students know or what they don't know, and like what I need to teach them, because I did my odd one out on scientific method. Um, so it will not only help me to see what they do and don't know, but it'll help me see like their reasonings by why maybe that one is the odd one out of the whole section, because students could pick the odd one out of the section but not know the reason behind it. So you kind of need to have a lot of knowledge of the scientific method on how which one does not fit in the scientific method, and then like why it doesn't fit. So this worksheet could also be made for younger ages, because the grade I did was 5th grade. It could be done with younger ages in different topics as well, but you'd probably have to use more pictures. Mine is more wording and stuff like that. So I feel like if you did it with younger ones, you would just have to use pictures, and they could still write a little reasoning as to why they think that one's the odd one out and stuff like that. So what you guys are going to do on your worksheet is you're going to shade in the odd one out in the circle. There's the circle that has the 4 parts. So you're going to shade which one has the odd one in each circle. Then it's going to give you some lines, and you're going to explain why you think that one's the odd one out. It requires students to think about everything that goes into scientific method, as I said it earlier. They kind of need to know a little bit about scientific method, but the reason is kind of like backing up why that one is the odd one out. So by eliminating the odd one out, the scientific method will better make sense, because that odd one clearly will not be anything about scientific method. I picked the standard 5-ESS1-1, which says that students will support an argument with evidence, data, or a model. So basically, their argument, I guess, would be like which one does not fit in the scientific whatever you're talking about. So for one example, it talks about, for the first one, how it has independent, dependent, controlled, and hypothesis. So which one does not go? And you can see, okay, so whatever, say I pick dependent, and I say hypothetically I don't think that one fits in there. Then I'll just have to give a reason as to why I don't think it fits in there, and that's the standard that I'm going to use. I got this, there was a different example in the reading that we had to do, but I thought this worksheet that I found on Teachers Pay Teachers fit better for 5th or 6th grade, just because the one in the reading seemed a little more difficult to like understand or do, I would think, for elementary. So I thought this would be good. And as I said earlier, we could do this with younger grades by using pictures, and then they would still have to write their reasoning, but it probably wouldn't be as intense or detailed as maybe a 5th grader, because they've possibly learned about something in science. And also, you could do this with any science topics or ideas, anything like that. So Kristen is going to give you guys this worksheet, and again, I got it on Teachers Pay Teachers. So it's this worksheet, and you guys are going to shade in the different, so as I stated earlier, you have the four like pieces of the circle, and you're gonna find which one does not go in that circle or doesn't make sense in that circle, and then you're gonna write on the side why you think it doesn't fit, or just evidence showing that it does not fit, or why you think it doesn't fit. And then once you do that, I emailed you guys this information, also like who made this worksheet, and just a little bit like kind of where I got it from, Teachers Pay Teachers, and kind of the different things you could do with it. So as I stated earlier, you're going to do that. Once you finish the worksheet, I sent you guys the answer key. Obviously, I wouldn't do this with students, but I would maybe like take it, grade it, then I would see like what we need to kind of go over in scientific method about scientific method. But with you guys today, I'm just gonna let you guys do the worksheet, and then I want you guys to check your answers on the key that I'm emailing you guys, and then also you could even like write the correct answer down, or you could even get with a partner and maybe go over the ones that each of you had and your reasoning behind it, and you could see if you guys were right or wrong within your rationale of why it was the odd one out. And then I emailed you guys this one as well. It's just the key, and then you guys can talk a little bit about that. And as I stated earlier, I did email you guys this just because I thought maybe you guys could use this later on in like your own like student teaching, or just as an idea to look back at. I tried to make one similar to this, but it just did not work out very well. So I found this one on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it was only about $2, so it was pretty easy to work with. I really like the way how it has a visual, how you shade in a part that doesn't go with it. So I really like this idea, and that's all I have. Thank you guys. Miss you.